Good evening, kings, queens, and in-betweens. We're here with some more blueprints on day 30. Momentous day. Nothing happens on day 30. It's just a nice round number. Let's pick this up, of course. So last time, we pretty much just discovered another secret code in the castle, or in the chess puzzle area, the castle thing. And I mostly talked about how that's related to chess, but I neglected to really mention that there were those underlined notes, so there'd be C blank blank A blank blank S blank blank. So that's spelling out some kind of cipher. We're gonna have to look out for that. Cipher? That's not a cipher. That's just a missing letter thing. But anyway, we're gonna take our keep our eyes out for that in the future. What else can I do today? Sanctum keys, maybe? We're just going to go places. Library is good because we have the book. But I want the magnifying glass just in case. So we're going to get a commissary at some point. Be great. Well, now I don't want the reading nook because I already have that. So let's put the guest bedroom here. And then hope that this room is really good. Attic is amazing, but it does make things tricky for us here. None of this is particularly good. If I make the attic here, I could just get the magnifying glass. Yeah. Probably not going to happen. Let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now I just got to get really lucky downstairs, because now the libraries are only path forward. This probably was a bad idea, because if this is a bad room, we're stuck. Bookshop is bad. Okay, we're going to have to take the weight room to start the day. So that's rough. But I can open the south antechamber door. Security's good. Let's log into the computer, do some stuff. Am I missing anything? A trunk is going to be where? Was it in the attic and I missed it? I don't know. Broken lever. Not sure where that is. Let's turn the security level up because I have the card. Take care of this just in case I decide to turn it off for some reason. Now we want... Walk-in closet's always good. Boudoir. That'll give me the dice that I probably want. But is it that important when I can redraw and get a conservatory? Or the commissary. This will give me the item that I need. So we're going to take it. Done. Sledgehammer is always good if there's a trunk around. Sleeping mask, yeah, why not? Running shoes, yeah, sure. So this is all good if I decide to make a long trek through here. Oh yeah, let me go online and order another magnifying... I don't know if I want to order magnifying glass. It's only if I know I have a book. There's 2 more big books I want to order, so I'll be waiting for that time. In the meantime, I will order... What would be useful to make some stuff? Whatever. Sleeping mask is always a good order for just keeping my steps high throughout the day. Let's go on and do a laboratory experiment. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Any second, if you draw a drawing room... I don't want to lose steps. Add a small chest? Yeah. What if you made it every time we eat an apple and then I try to get rooms with fruit in it? That could happen. I'm okay if I don't get this experiment. It's not that important to me. Let's see what we draft here. Kitchen won't have apples in it. Let's at least set up a hallway there. I also want to get outside the trading post so I can get that upgrade disc that I forgot about last time because I was being a dumbass. Chapel will go here. Oh, I still have the Blessing of the General, too. So if I make more red rooms on separate ranks, that's good. Alright, A New Clue by Marion Marigold. And if we need to, we have the magnifying glass to look at clues. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases and gone through the piles of the evidence present and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in each of the tombs. In this particular case, he had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids, he questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. So tome after tome that the library loaned, and the books that he had that he already owned, were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. He changed all the letters and the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting, and found that the diction of each word was sound. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. A man obsessed and cuckoo, too, they would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of his cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? Or is there perhaps something new, something overlooked but now in view? Have you finally found it? Could it really be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Okay, so that's everything in the book. Let's actually examine what we're looking at. So this first page doesn't appear to have anything immediate. Yeah, all these lines here, if there's scribbles like that, the magnifying glass isn't going to reveal them. That we can read, but not much else here. In here, we can actually take a look at these pages. So dead cases, lavatory, closet, attic. These are dead ends. Corner cases, parlor, patio, nook, office, library, pantry. These are rooms at the elbow joint, and a couple of them have green check marks. Here are some names, suspect list. Couple of these names, I think, Christoph Clark, I think, is Christoph from the staff. But I don't think any of these names are going to give us anything. I'm not sure. They might, but that at least we have that list. Depart. Who'd know what to do. Let's see here. Hold on. Actually, it's just here. I was looking at over here. We got numbers. Honestly, when I first looked at this, I saw these here. They're tiny and they're kind of blurry, but it's possible to figure out what these numbers are without using the magnifying glass, but it requires a lot of just like eagle eye as well as guessing on some of the numbers that are a little blurry. So if I decide to go through here and look at the... So 1 is all. Where's 2? Is it here? 2, checked. All checked. Alright, good start so far. 3 was up here too, right? No. Corner. All checked corner. Here. All checked corner case. And then rooms was 5, I already saw. All checked corner case rooms. Okay. Had a low. Wasn't there a 9 already here? Case. Clue. Found. In the rooms. All checked corner case rooms had a low case clue in the rooms. What this means is that lowercase clue, a clue written in lowercase. What's a corner case room? Well, we go back here, we were just looking at it. all checked corner case rooms have a lowercase clue in the room. So we're going to look at the patio, the nook, the office, and the pantry. Now, if you've taken a picture of all the notes in those rooms, you could just solve this right now. You wouldn't have to go back to the rooms. I'm going to try to go back to the rooms. We've seen what these clues are already on all 4 of these. But there was no way to know that there was a lowercase clue there. Here to Tanner Fork. Now, we have seen Tanner Fork before. Now, think back to when we went to the safe house. There was that empty train station. There was a place called Tanner Fork on the map. Let's recall that map for a second. Here we have books. Now, the trouble is we don't know what these books are. We've never seen any books with these titles. Continuing. Mary Gates Gates. Here's their clue to do this trick for the drawing room safe. But again, I didn't really care how this was done. Lore equals word. Jor equals name. We should know that. Draft the sixes, shifted extras. Or draft the sixes as an anagram for the fixed stars. So now let's go back over here and look at this. Draft the sixes, the fixed stars. We have seen that book in the observatory. Uncle Aw can be anagrammed into a new clue. So that's this book right now. Lunar Renamed is Realm and Rune. We have that book. And I'm not doing these anagrams on the fly. I did the anagrams on my first playthrough, although they weren't that difficult. I just went through the list of books I had that I'd read and saw if they happened to match. Tender Ciphers The Red Prince. So The Red Prince, Realm and Rune, A New Clue, The Fixed Stars. Those 4 books are important. Here's your clue to take your hammer to the vases in the entrance hall, I guess. I don't know. My personal opinion is you're more likely to break the vase just by sheer curiosity when you have the hammer, rather than looking here and going, oh, what this hammer means is I should find the vase that's in the entrance hall and break it open for a microchip. I personally don't think that is necessarily going to tip you off if you haven't already displayed the curiosity. I don't know. You're probably more likely to find it on your own. But if you haven't, this is telling you this is where the entrance hall would be in the house, because this is a 9x5. And this is the vase at the entrance hall. Take a hammer to it. Not an obvious clue here. Okay, there's definitely stuff here. Well, here's the metro again. And remember when we looked at the security tapes the other time? Not yesterday, the day before or whatever? If we were to start where the center of the magnifying glass is, the book is kind of obscuring it. We go up, and then we do this little curve around and down, and then there's that little like curve shape right there. That's the shape that our mom was showing us. Let's see what else we got here. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. Assume page count starts on title pages. Red, page A, word X. Green, page C, word A. Violet, page B, word Y. Blue, page Z, word X. Now this one is not the hardest puzzle ever. You do have to kind of cross-reference a few things to get it to work. The A, B, C, X, Y, Z is based off of this cipher, so you have to figure out what those stand for. And those don't mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The arrows here are referring to an order. So there are going to be 6 things that we're going to get, and they're probably going to be numbers if we're looking for page and word number. There's going to be an order of 6 numbers. We have to figure out something that has an arrangement of 6 numbers and then map on those letters. That's what we're going to have to do. And we already have seen what to do that with. The game does not specifically tell you. You're expected to sort of piece together clues as well as just look for any 6-number thing and try this. Dead end, major key, X, Y, Z. Well, the dead end is pointing to C. If that means anything. Seen all the signs. Well, there's lots of signs in this book. There's a lot of clues on this page. So first, let's go to this. So this is the same place as the metro. Let's see if we can connect it to the metro now. I think we're going to actually go to the signs puzzle first here. Now this one, I did the signs first and then eventually figured out how to relate it to the other stuff on this page. But anything else we have here? The subject is a key. The suspect is major, minor, minor. Well, blue notes are true. Red notes that are handwritten are also true. Red notes like this is false. So suspect is major as well as minor. Well, we saw here Jor is name. So major, Jor is something with name? Who knows? That's it. So let's look at the signs in here. If we go back to the beginning of the book, this is where my mind like exploded when I first saw this. Route 8. Depart. Keep left to Tanner Fork. Turn right. Dead end. Record each stop. On the way. So here's where I'm going to have to say, trust me, bro, because I remember what these stops were. There's a stop here. That's where we start, is where 8 was. It's the Metro map. This is the time for you to go find that episode where I took the picture of the thing. But if we follow this, Tanner Fork was actually in the center where this is. Right there. So we go up, keep left, and we get Tanner Fork, and then the dead end is right here. Go around. That's the shape that our mom showed us in the security video. And we have to record the numbers along the way. I believe Tanner Fork is 10. Dead end is 13. See what I remember of that. I'm actually going to pull up my own reference picture that you can't see because it's going to be the Metro. Yeah, the first stop is stop 8. Then we go up around to the stop at the top, which is 7. Then we hit this stop at 3, which is right here. Then we hit Tanner Fork, which is 10. Then we go to stop 1, and then stop 13. That's a series of 6 numbers. So if we put that in here, we should get 8, 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. And the dead end's even pointing to C, which is the final stop on the map, which is where C is the final stop there. So A is 10. So red book, read page 10. Word X is word 8. Green book is page C, which is 13. Word A is word 10. Violet, page B is page 1. That's going to be the title page of this book. Word Y is the 7th word. Blue book, page Z, which is page 3. Word X is word 8. Okay, so let's start with the violet book. That's this one. We're going to go to the title page and we're going to look at the 8th word. No, 7th word on the title page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sundial. That's the word. Okay. So the other books, Fixed Stars we can get without doing. Red Prince we can get without doing. But we've looked at all these books. And so if you've done a good job of taking pictures, like I do, and take a picture of every page of every book, you can pull those books out. And so I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the Red Prince, which is the first book here. Look for page A, which is page 10. Word X is 8. So 10th page, 8th word. Saved every single book. So which one? 10th page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th word on that, if you have been following along in your handy dandy notes, that word is turn. So turn blank sundial blank. Now green book was lunary named as Realm and Rune. Realm and Rune, I want page C, which is 13, and word A, which is word 10. So Realm and Rune, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, and then word A is word 10. Scorched. Turn scorched sundial. Okay, what do we do with that? Blue page Z is page 3. Word X is word 8. Yes. Page 3, word 8. That's the fixed stars. 2, 3, 4, 5. Base. Turn scorched sundial base. Well, we happen to have seen a sundial in the game, but we saw it on like day 2. So go back with me to the orchard that we unlocked on the second day, which has a sundial in it that I looked at and was like, I don't know what to do with this. We have to go. It says scorched sundial base. So I'm going to need to do something to the base because it does not start scorched. But that is a pretty big clue we're going to go for here. Oh, Major again. Major. Jor's name or something? Yeah, Jor's name. So that's like the biggest clue in this book that we can find. There's also a clue as to the chess puzzle here. So we have a king and a rook. So another clue that castling involves those two. I don't know if there's any other major clues in the book. We got the clues there. I'm trying to make sure I don't have to check out this book and look at anything again. However, if I do look at something, I'm just assuming for this playthrough that it is something we will remember for all time and can reference for any puzzle without having to check the book out again. I think that's everything from the book. So we want to find these 4 rooms: patio, nook, office, pantry, and we want to find something to do with that sundial. We do know how to light candles on fire, so it's possible that we can use that. So if I get a metal detector, I can go out to the area now. But I would need a metal detector, so it's not going to happen immediately. I didn't make any, so it's patio, pantry, office, and nook. So I don't have any of those yet. But I can try to draft them. Dan is my only choice. Coat check, no thanks. I do need something else. It's okay with me if I don't get any of that today, because getting the clues from the book is enough. I can use those clues regardless of what I remember. Good grief, it's not letting me go to the right at all, and I don't have any dice or any ways to re-roll. Let's take this, because then if I do get the metal detector, I'm good for this burning glass again. Can I use this thing? No. Ah, finally something goes to the right. Courtyard's a good place for metal detectors. Shovels work too. At the very least I can dig up some keys and coins. Observatory is always good. It does go the wrong... Well, none of these connect to the foundation, so we're going to go to the left to take the observatory anyway. So we can see what's in the sky. This is the extra gems. This is more gems. That's not helpful to me, but okay. I'm looking for literally any of the rooms that are on the list. Archives is not great. Rotunda's fine, I guess. Before I go that direction, let's head back here and make our way to the right side of the house. No thanks here. I guess the passageway is slightly wasted here. Let's make our way backwards, see what we can get. Kitchen, I don't have any money. Do I want to put the archives, though? I would be... It's good for the blessing of the general, but it means I'm... You know what? I'll take the hit. I'll just deal with it. The day's going well anyway. I just need to... I'm just trying to see if I can get any extra stuff. Bedroom. That wasn't one of the rooms I don't think that I needed to draft. Dark room's good, too. Yeah, sure, I'm blind drafting out of it. But I have four red rooms at 4 separate ranks, which is always good. Secret passage is good because now I can pick a color. So what I want is something with a metal detector in it. Items are more likely in green rooms, I think. Let's see. That would be for that. I could also go for the nook, the pantry, the office, or the patio. Patio is a green room. Let's go for green room, see what I get. It might be this one. Nope, that's the aquarium. Thank you, game. And does it go to the wrong direction? I think it goes the, yeah, it goes the completely wrong direction. So now I'm gonna try this direction. Laboratory is not the worst thing I could have had. Excuse me. Ah, metal detector. I think I'll be able to do this puzzle then. Okay. Still need one of those 4 rooms. Freezer I don't want right now. This is actually a faster way back, I think. I'm gonna get 5 gems. See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's my next one. It's a 5-gem room, and it will be 6 gems for solving the puzzle, so here we go. If I solve it. If I don't solve it right, then we're bad. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. The statement on the blue box is as true as this statement. That means this is a true statement. The gems are not in a box with a true statement. So these both have to be the same level of truth. Now, this has to be true, because if this is true, the statement on the blue box is as true as this statement, that makes them both true. If this is false, that means that is a true statement. So this is, the gems are not in a box with a true statement, which means it's not in those two. It is in this one, which is false. There we go. Oh, right, because the aquarium is also a red room. 7 gems, baby. Now I want that freezer. I have enough to buy a couple steps worth of goods. Tomato soup is going to give me a ton of steps. Alright. Not afraid of steps anymore. I can't use the secret garden key there. Come on. No to either of these, I think. Oh, is this good? Or would I rather have this and see if I get something lucky? I got a bedroom, and it's facing this way, okay. Office, this has one of the clues in it, so we're going to do that. Ah, here we go. Lowercase clue. West. The word is west. Okay, let's remember that. Let's see if I can't get the other rooms today. I would do that by not going down the foundation. So I need a patio or a nook or... Good grief, I'm going to run out of keys. No, I won't. I have how many bedrooms? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do this, that's enough keys. And there could be more in here. Ah, gems. That's fine. Okay. Patio, nook, and pantry. Nook. There it is. Does this one have it? Doesn't know what they're going to read in here. Beside. West, beside. Or beside west. Let's solve a puzzle here. 7 minus 4 is 3. 10 minus 10 is 0. Times 18 is 0. Plus 10. Negative 4 plus 5 is 1. Times 11 is 11. Excuse me. Now I got the hiccups. Boiler room. Closet. Let's see what this one is. Drawing room. Okay. That all I can do there? Okay, I could hope to get one of those rooms here. Hurry up. Thank you. Let's make the item I need. I'm going to be honest with you. I actually scorched the sundial in my first run without knowing what it was for. And then didn't solve the puzzle because I didn't know what it was for. And so then I had to go back to the book and then do it again because it does not stay scorched the next day. Patio, patio, patio. I think I have to take this and see what it is. Ah, planetarium. Doggone it. Okay, well then, I'm not going to solve that part. I got two of the words. It's beside and west. So, like, beside West Wing Hall? We don't know. Oops, wrong way. So let's go out and scorch that sundial. Turn scorched sundial base. Oh, hold on. What's this going to give me? Is anything useful? I don't think I made an outer room either. Let me make the trading post if I can. It will require a bit of luck because I don't have any dice. But I could do that. Beside west... Oh, this is the west path. Beside west path? Maybe it's this one. No, it isn't. This isn't useful. I mean, those of you who've been taking notes about what we've read in both the Nook and the both the pantry and the patio, will already know where this is. Do I want to solve this now and just end my suffering? You know what? I'm going to do it now because I have the notes. I just wanted to see them again today. So the notes that we're looking for. This is a reason why you better be taking pictures of everything you see. There's a note in the pantry which says... Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday as we have just been informed that we may have extra guests exploring the house next week, etc., etc. Well, on that note, the word Bridget has some lowercase letters, not the full word, just bridge. So beside West Bridge. And then the patio note, I don't remember if I took a picture of that one. But I don't need to because with those three, beside West Bridge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep looking beside this bridge. I would have preferred to be able to see it. Oh! It's a dig spot. It isn't under the bridge. And we find a microchip. This is our third microchip, so we're actually able to use it now. Yeah, so if you've taken pictures of those, it's good, because if you didn't take pictures of the notes, you have to go find those rooms again. The patio one, I believe, says under, because it's talking about digging spots, and you find things under. So it's under, beside under West Bridge or something. You're supposed to just piece those together. Let's put this here. We've been waiting for this chip forever, and it's going to open the door. And we're going to get a cutscene first that's unnecessary. Castle Court Cloak. All right, then. Thank you. Yeah, that new clue book is great. If you know what all the clues mean in New Clue, then you can just do all of this in one day. Provided you're taking good notes. Hey! Oh, it's also that sigil. We just added the throne room to our collection. And that, I think that's Reddington? Down there? So the Sanctum Key talking about the king on his throne, probably related to the throne room we just added. Also, there was this note here. Let's just remember this for a bit. It's going to come up later. Again, if you take pictures of these, then you don't have to worry about coming back to these locations. Bless me. No, that's not it. Ah, it was over here. Sundial. Scorched sundial base. Now, when you do this, you can only scorch one part of each layer. And you might think I have to scorch the correct one or it doesn't work. It actually does not matter which one you scorch. All you have to do is scorch it and then move the line so they're all on the same plane. And since you can't do this one, that's all you gotta do. And more spots for the microchips. Let's go back and get the microchips. Hold on. Yeah, there's quite a lot of clues. That new clue book tells us how to get the third microchip. Well, actually, the second one, the one was in there. It tells us both of those. It tells us the sundial thing for another microchip puzzle. Yeah, it's got a lot going on. So we can take these back out and put them in the other place. Now, I believe at this point, if I were to end the day without the microchips inside one of the microchip slots, then they will all come back here. I don't think they all go back to random spots, but I could be wrong, because I never end the day without the microchips inserted in some place for a reason. We never need them back there, because the place where the throne room was doesn't have anything else for us. But they'll at least be there if we need to pick them up for any other reason. So let's put them all in here. Alrighty. We've unlocked the satellite dish here. Hey, another permanent unlock. New experimental data packs can now be uploaded to the laboratory from Cinca, and inbound electronic mail communications from offsite will no longer be blocked. So that's really great. Now we can check our email. There are going to be new emails, as well as new staff announcements we can see. There's also going to be a data pack. So way, way back when we first went online, we saw the Synca data pack was unavailable. We can now actually download that. Start completing some other puzzles. Where do I want to go? I want to go to the break room for sure. It was a computer room. Where's the... Oh, security's right there. So we're going to go there and check out what I just did. We have an office too, right? Yeah, way up there. So let's log in and we'll see exactly what I just did. Can I see electronic mail? No. I can see data transfers. So now, view available data packs. There's really just the one. Advanced experiments. We're going to download that packet. Any minute now, thank you. 8 new experimental triggers and new effects. So we can look at what they are. The new triggers, every time you draft an upgraded floor plan, every time we access a different terminal, first time you enter each room in rank 9, each room you draft in the next 40 seconds, each room with a fireplace, next 10 times you view your map, lose 10 steps, and then, each time you pull a different antechamber lever, or every time you draft a tomorrow room. And what we get for that, we can lower the reservoir by 1, stock the pantry with fruit, unseal one of the antechamber doors, permanently increase lockpicking skill, gain 1 random item setting keys to 0, remove a crate from the tunnel, gain 1 key for each 30 steps, or lose half steps, gain 4 every die. There are 2 in particular here that are really important to what we're doing. One of them is remove a crate from the tunnel. So remember that tunnel we've seen a couple times now? That's full of crates? It's outdoors. It's where we got the tunnel floor plan. It's been a while since we've been there because, well, we can't go through it. There's no way through that tunnel. We can remove crates from that tunnel, and we're going to want to do that. The other one is lower the reservoir by 1. So I've been looking for the pump room to put to power the pump room to put a bunch of water in the reserve tank so I could fully drain the reservoir. I can just fully drain the reservoir from here. So you don't actually need to solve that puzzle in the pump room. You can just do this. This is much harder. It's very unlikely that you are going to discover the answer to this puzzle, getting the data pack before you get the pump room puzzle, unless you're actively not pursuing the pump room puzzle like I have been. But that's that. Now, we can't use any of these experiments today because we've already done an experiment, so it'll be tomorrow that we do our first experiment. But I'm going to aim for either the crate one or the reservoir one. Those are the 2 that I want to see. The other thing I want to do today... Is there anything else I want to do today? Not really. Let's just head back to the break room. Let's actually fill the coffers. And head to the... I am heading the right direction. Yes. Break room. So that we at least keep our key card. Let's use the watering can, why not? Come on already! Alright, here we go. And we'll call it a day in here. So that's a good day. We got the new clue book, we solved the clues that were in it. That is all solvable the first time you get the book. If you have the magnifying glass, you take pictures of everything. Even if you don't have all the information yet, you can use that information later, and you can get what I did. That's all possible to do without too much trouble once you get your first view of the new clue book. I think I got all the clues in it. Hopefully I didn't miss any. But that'll be that for this video. Thank you all for watching. I've been Key of W. You've been whoever you are, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.